Into the gap for Shanaka, 102 for 4.
Sri Lanka galloping at 102 for 4 with 11.3 runs and over. Just checking probably if the runs were completed and there wasn't any short. How good has Sri Lanka been? 21 of 12 in that shot that he played over extra cover for a maximum. Amazing acceleration here. 9 overs, 102. Just to remind you, it's a 12 overs a side game, shortened game because of rain delay. Pakistan have put Sri Lanka into bat. Baim Ashraf now goes down to long on, chance and he's taken a wicket on his very first ball. Nawaz takes the catch. Sri Lanka goes.
Well, they're striking at vital times, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka was a set batter, 21 of 13, striking at 161, and that's cleverly bowled. Pace off. Look at how wide he goes and full, and he knew straight away that he lost timing on it. Found the fielder. Good catch. Very, very good catch. He slid as he took it. But the important thing from a Pakistan point of view is this wicket. Sri Lanka goes for 21. Sri Lanka in the 10th over, 102 for 5.
Straight away off the mark with the boundary, Janet Lianage. So they don't want to wait, and why should they? It's just a 12 overs a side game. Grab any opportunity coming your way.
He's been outstanding, even in that first game. Loved the way he batted. Made his debut as a T20I cricketer and back in the side again. Just look at his shot. Picks the length, so important as a batter. And then finds the gap, pays on that time. This outfield gives a lot of value when it's in the gap and Lianage gets off the mark.
They're trying for the second, but they might not come back. Yeah, just that first boundary. You might also question the line with that field edge inside the circle at short fine. And the one in the deep is quite square. They're asking for trouble. That's the wicket of Sri Lanka. Didn't quite get hold of it. It was hit from very wide outside off down to long on.
Sri Lanka needs a strong finish, really strong finish. Dasun Shanaka, 2 of 1 ball, Lianage 5 of 2. They got 2 overs after this, so they got 15 legal deliveries.
Once again, very wide outside off. Has it cleared? Yes, it has. Maximum from the captain.
This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is Dasun Shanaka's role. And this is the role he's expected to play, particularly in a shortened format. Power hitter, packs a punch, width on offer. Well, it could be pace off, doesn't matter. The length was right. And with the distance into the night sky, very good shot.
And again, this time flatter. This time flatter. What a shot. Even better than the first one.
Well, it's the wrong length. Shanaka loves it. Loves that area. Baim Ashraf, the previous one was pace on. This is pace off. But just look at the length. This is perfect. That's his area. Loves to go over long off. Over the bowler, over extra cover. And well, no holding back. He's galloped to 14 off 3.
I tell you what, you need a lot of power to hit those. The ball was 115 kilometers only. The first ball was 114 kilometers. That's the first one, wide outside off, and he picked it up. Lots of power behind it. And this one again, as you said, the length, right in that slot. This time just dragging the length a bit, and will easily come back for 2. That completes 10 overs of Sri Lanka innings. 121 for 5, with this over bringing 19. .21 for 5. 2 more overs to go. That's 12 deliveries, and Naseem Shah is going to bowl his final over. 1 for 21 to his name. And on strike is Lianage. And he's trying to keep it away from the swing of the bat.
Right, very quickly to remind you that Cyclone Ditwa really has devastated Sri Lanka. Stuck late in 2025. It's time to rebuild Sri Lanka, and it is time to donate to gov.lk. And I can tell you that the government has formed a joint government private sector committee for this very purpose, to ensure credibility, efficiency and strong oversight and runs. So it's important that everyone joins in. Well, there's been a lot of support from the disaster management authorities, the tri-forces, the police and the national and regional administrators, and we should all join as we attempt to rebuild Sri Lanka.
They, of course, make the sport just go to a different level. The crowd, they've been waiting patiently with the delayed start. Pace off and also length dragged. Tanaka went through this shot a little early.
Yeah, but it's very important from a Sri Lankan point of view that they finish strong. At the current rate 144, they'll be pushing for 150, as you said, pace off. That would be painful. Almost on the elbow. Naseem Shah is a clever operator, has bowled at the death, has a fair bit of experience. But Sri Lanka has 10 legal deliveries. How much can they make out of it? Very, very important that the finish is strong.
There you go. Just gives you an example of how difficult it is to bowl out there, ending up with a full toss. And will test the opposition as well when they come out, because the ball is soggy, the outfield is wet, fielding also is a bit of a challenge.
Lianage will be disappointed. It was a low full toss. He'll be looking to try and hit it through mid-wicket. I think really couldn't time it, but doesn't matter, he's got 2. So 5 runs of 3 balls. They need this over also to be big.
Oh, wow. That is deliberate. I'd like to believe that is deliberate. Knows that the third man is inside the circle. Great game awareness. Holding his pose for a moment and then just elevating that like a ramp shot.
That is definitely deliberate. No doubt about it. Lianage is very good with that shot. He's a clever operator. Look at how he gets into position. Again, the length. And he gets that width outside the off stump. And very quickly picking the length. And then with that width. Beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Yeah, great example of how your own pace can become your enemy. Using the pace on that, yes, it is a maximum. How many of those have we seen today? 7-6. Slow one, and it's gone over. Now, not really sure what he was trying to do with that length outside off. Mid-off is inside, so is cover. There's no man in the boundary area to protect.
That's poor bowling. And it's a little bit baffling in terms of the field set. He's got that short third and short fine. And then you have mid-off inside the circle and you don't bowl that length. Pace off and becomes a... And look at that, it's too full. And it just becomes a very easy option for Lianage, who is enjoying himself. He's picking his spots. Again, pouncing on the length. The previous one was short. Went down to third for 6. This is pitched over mid-off. Last ball of the over.
Yeah, finishes off with a dot ball, but 15 still come of it. 136 for 5. To do as a batting unit. Everyone gets into quick fire 30s and 20s, and that does the job. You'll be targeting 150 you mentioned off air, and that is possible in the remaining 6 deliveries, maybe even more, because the way runs have been coming 15 of the previous over and then 19 of before that. Let's see what can be done in this last and final over. Wasim Jr. gets hit over extra cover. First ball of the over. And it's maximum, if I'm not wrong. Yes, good start to the over for Sri Lanka.
Just a little bit baffled by Pakistan's tactics. Because we've spoken about how strong Dasun Shanaka is in that area. He's having mid-off up in the circle and looking to go full. And Shanaka needs no second invitation. That length, he'll hit you till the cows come home. Very, very surprised at what Pakistan is trying to do here.
There's an emergency meeting being held now with the bowler, the captain around there with him, just to have some clarity as to where he wants the fielders to be and what he's planning to bowl in the last 5 balls of the over. Full toss, hit hard, into the crowd, long on this time.
Well, Shanaka is going to enjoy himself. Sri Lanka have 4 deliveries left, and Dasun Shanaka has got this crowd going. 2 sixers of the first 2 deliveries, and you need to understand what the length the bowler is trying to bowl. This time going full, erring with a full toss on the leg stump. That went very high, extremely high. What a start to the over for Sri Lanka.
Here we go again. Oh, he's hit that nicely, firmly, towards point. Another 6. 3 in a row in the over. Sanat Jayasuriya loves it. I'm sure he's reminded of his own playing days.
Well, what an onslaught this is by the captain. Well, you couldn't have asked for a better finish. He's got 18 of the first 3 balls, and all 3 he's gone full. And 52 runs, partnership of 15 balls. Again going full, this time wide. And Shanaka going over point. Well, this is some hitting, I'll tell you. Now long off goes back. Well, they're now looking to alter their length. Square leg goes back.
There's no point setting the field. It's going for 6s. High in the air. Chance here. Man under it. And taken by Saim Ayub. What an entertainment we've watched in this over from Dasun Shanaka. What a valuable knock of 34 of just 8 deliveries for his side as a captain. And when you're trying to hit everything out of the park, you take that. It's the final over.
Well, dragged his length back that time. Into the pitch, pace off. Took a long time to arrive, so Dasun Shanaka got more height really than the distance. So good catch by Saim Ayub. But let me tell you, it is a very decisive, telling effort by the Sri Lankan captain. 34 of just 9. He's given Sri Lanka the chance to cross the 160. 154 for 6. Shanaka goes for 34.
Starts with a wide. Learage wants to come across for a bye. Wanindu Hasaranga is the new man in now. Pressure, of course, on the bowler. 3-6 in the first 3 balls. Gets a wicket and then bowls a wide. 19 already. This is the moment when a bowler wants his over to be done.
Yeah, he's under pressure. He's under a lot of pressure. But you can understand his intent, going full and wide.
Once again, that's down to wide third for a single. So that brings Leanage on strike with the last ball of the innings.
What Wasim's trying to do that time is taking pace off. Pace on, full. He paid a massive price. With 3 sixes of the first 3 balls, dragged his length back into the pitch. He's been far more successful. Last ball of the over.
Bull toss, swings at it, swings hard, gone for a boundary. So they've cashed out on the last ball as well, taking the score to 160 in just 12 overs with 13.5 runs in over. What a performance after being put into bat first.
Magnificent is the word, and they're dancing in the aisles, and why not? Because Sri Lanka didn't get off to a good start. Pakistan had them a little bit under control with the spinners bowling. But this is brilliant, going wide and full. And Leanage slicing it intentionally and getting the boundary of the last ball. So 160 for 6, very nearly 6 that time. But 160 for 6 is a very formidable score being put into bat by Sri Lanka.
24 runs came of that last over, racing the side to 160. You could just tell by the little sheepish smile on Salman's face while he was walking back. It's just turned into a Super 6 game. You also feel for the bowlers that it's wet conditions out there. We'll have to see it. That's why we saw a lot of full tosses out there. But what a happy man would be Sanat Jayasuriya. He has got his side moving in top gear with the bat in hand. 160 for 6. And let's have a look at what the batters did actually manage.
Well, quite a few starts, and as you said, Sikandar, this is perfect in a 12-over game. Quick knocks, but the real telling innings was 34 of 9 by Shanaka. Great finish by Lienegate, 22 of 8. Kusal Mendis, Dhananjay and Asalanka and Mishara all chipping in with very useful scores.
Hey, you come to Pakistan's bowling, you'd look at their economies and then you want to ignore that column. They got wickets, but they were hit all over the park. Wasim was the most expensive 3 for 54 in his 3 overs and so on and so forth. Spinners found it difficult to grip the ball as well. So time for us to now look at the chase, which is going to be in action very, very soon. Pakistan need 161 to win this. There's going to be a lot of action, so don't go away.
रेजिमेंट के हर सर्विंग ऑफिसर को किसी एक मुल्क को चुनना होगा, इंडिया या पाकिस्तान।
जेब में एक चेक पड़ा हुआ है, उसे कैश करने का वक्त आ गया है।
I will never accede to Pakistan or India.
इस नफरत को खत्म होना ही होगा।
Freedom at Midnight Season 2, streaming now on Sony Live.
मर्सी नाम की लड़की लापता हुई थी।
उस रात तुमने वहाँ किसी ऐसे को देखा जिस पर तुम्हें शक हो?
नहीं सर।
मर्सी की कोई खबर मिली?
मुझे तुमसे कुछ बात करनी है। तुम पुलिस को कुछ भी नहीं कहोगी।
वहाँ हमें मर्सी से रिलेटेड कुछ चीजें मिली।
फ्रिज में कोई भारी चीज रखी थी क्या?
कश्मीर की नई पहचान की शुरुआत कैसे हो सकती है ये मुझे पता है। सर, हमें एक प्रोफेशनल फुटबॉल क्लब की जरूरत है
कि यहाँ कबाड़ खाने में तुम कश्मीर का रियल मैड्रिड बनाओगे।
यहाँ के लोगों को सिर्फ काम नहीं सर, इज्जत भी मिलेगी। सर, वही इज्जत जिसके लिए कश्मीरी बरसों से तरस रहे हैं।
ब्रिंग फुटबॉल बैक टू कश्मीर।
शंख बज गया है युद्ध घोषणा का। ये जुनून अब खून के हर कतरे के साथ बहेगा। चीख चिल्ला बता सबको कि दबदबा था, दबदबा है और ये दबदबा यूं ही बरकरार रहेगा। आ गया है लौटकर कुश्ती का सबसे बड़ा संग्राम। PWL 15 जन से रोज रात 8 बजे सोनी लिव और सोनी स्पोर्ट्स पर।
मेरी छोटी बहन है सर।
सर, मेरे बहन की जिंदगी का सवाल है।
वो वापस तो आएगी ना सर?
लेकिन चूहों ने इतना परेशान कर दिया कि मुझे मारना पड़ा उन्हें।
सबसे ज्यादा मजा इंसान को मारने में आता है।
First rules first. Tennis is and always will be a gentleman's game. Keep the court disturbance free.
Dress codes will be strictly enforced.
Children should be seen, not heard.
Players and spectators should never interact.
Noise must be kept to a minimum.
And above all, players must maintain
decorum.
मैं दौलत राम सुखिया अपनी पूरी जायदाद रामू के नाम करता हूँ।
रामू नहीं, राम।
हाँ बेटा, रामू।
रामू
पेल दिया गरीबों को।
राम।
अब मैटर करेगा हर एक अक्षर जब घूमेगा जादू का चक्कर। व्हील ऑफ फॉर्च्यून जल्द आ रहा है सोनी लिव और सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन पर।
It was raining sixes and fours here in Dambulla. The rains came and went earlier, but look at that scorecard. Starts for everyone and rapid ones as well. Dasun Shanaka, 34 of 9. That's taken Sri Lanka to, you'd have to say, a very good score of 160 for 6. A reminder, it's a 12-over game. Sri Lanka were put into bat by Pakistan. Mohammad Wasim Jr. 3 for 54. The Pacers going for plenty. Well, they haven't batted well for quite a while, Sri Lanka, but
T20I is about to begin.
They started off well. Kamil Mishara.
And that was the end of Sri Lanka early on. Hold out for none at the deep. Pakistan thought they were in the mix here. But shortly after it, Mishara played a good hand. 20 of 7 deliveries. And that was the end of him. Wasim, one of his 3 wickets. As you say, the Pacers got put to the sword in this innings, and I like the way in which Mendes changed gear and got them back in and onto the front foot once again.
They lost a few early wickets, but the runs kept flowing, so which was easy for the batters to keep coming in and playing their shots. Wet ball when it reaches the outfield, and hence slides on to the bat. Kusal Mendes was dropped in the deep. Got a few shots after that. The very next delivery for 6.
He made them pay, certainly. But his little impetus here that he's played these last couple of shots just got them moving up to that 12 and over mark again. They had a couple of quiet overs. Then some beautiful strokes in the same over. 2 sixes over extra cover. Trying to go one too many times and was caught out well in the deep. A really good innings from Mendes came to an end.
Sri Lanka tried to keep going but couldn't get this timing right. But the captain, Dasun Shanaka, was in a different mood altogether. At his brilliant best. Lianage, clever, cheeky. And suddenly Sri Lanka were thinking of a score that they never would have thought they'll get near. 3 sixes. On the trot, massive ones as well from Shanaka.
Oh, 3 in a row. That was, we were all holding our breath there. But in the end, Wasim had the final say. 3 sixes. In the end, he held out. And a brilliant innings of 34 of 9 deliveries came to an end. But Sri Lanka finished strongly, and they will be very, very much in a commanding seat right now at the halfway stage.
161 at 13.42. It's going to be challenging. But Pakistan, they got a good batting lineup, and these are good conditions to hit through the line. A reminder, there was a lot of rain. Boundaries brought in slightly because of a lot of wet areas. Get the ball out there early. Comes back wet. And then it tends to slide on and takes out the variations of the spinners. Shahizada Farhan. Geez, he can hit a ball. Those numbers, well, they really do not tell you what he can do. Saim Ayub is his partner. .98, his best. Mahesh Deekshan is going to open the bowling. Lanka made 2 changes to this team. Matisha Patirana and Ishan Malinga replacing Dushmantha Chamira, the birthday boy, and Nuwan Tushar. Slight niggle for Dushmantha Chamira, hence protected in these conditions. Well, he's got a dry ball. It's the first ball. Deekshana. He'll look. Get it to curve in as we wait for the countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1, let's play.
Here we go, 160. What Sri Lanka have on the board. There you go. The shape into the right-hander.
Farhan was in some good form. First game, 51 of 36. He looked to hit it cleanly. Got 10 and over off the power play for this opening stand. They were very, very good. It got them off to a really good start. They're going to be needed tonight to make this a big power play indeed in the first 3.4.
No runs on the board though for the bowlers that particular night. That's 4 short. He waited for it. They're on their way, Pakistan.
I think they got something special in this man, Farhan. I think in the World Cup, something really exciting at the top of the order to look forward to. As you say, just drifting it in, stand and deliver. His bottom hand came off the bat a bit, and he still hit it like a rocket through the offside.
Yeah, the length not there. 3.4 overs. That's the power play. As of now, deep mid-wicket, long on. 2 allowed outside that 30-yard. Pulls it quick. Not quicker that one, but honing in on the pad. Hence, giving Farhan no room to free his arms. If he goes, he hits those 2 fielders in the deep. All clever, clever, very good. Watch the batter and reacted.
Oh, cat and mouse, this is great to watch. This a real challenge. Bowler at the top of his game and a batsman in good form as well. This is great to watch here. What's going to happen next?
Told you about the line at the pads. Farhan went leg side to create his zone. That's Apish. He's placed it nicely. But Sri Lanka will take this. That required rate rises rapidly.
It's important to have a good, steady over. Don't go for too many. I think Shan has done a really good job here. Unlucky not to get him out here. Inside half of the blade. And his bottom hand once again coming off the bat. He timed that a bit better. Might have holed out to deep, long on.
Sam Ayub for the first time this innings. Round the wicket, Tikshana. Oh, nicely bowled. So just the 5 runs off the first over. 5 for none. Pakistan also made 2 changes today. Zaman left out. And Salman Misra. But there's a debut for Nafek. And Nasim Shah coming into the team. Ishan Malinga with ball in hand for Sri Lanka. Hit well. In front of square. 1 bounce for 4.
That's what he can do. Loves to rock on the front foot, but when you bowl back of a length, yeah, he's got a power game square of the wicket as well. Hit that so cleanly. Goodness me.
He's got no decision to make really, Farhan, with the required rate above 14. You got to go. You got to take your chances. He hits it really well. Well, Sri Lanka's innings as well. You break it down, John. 5 overs of spin. Ball! He's chopped it. Inside edge onto the stumps.
What a beauty. That's a huge blow to Pakistan. The dangerous Farhan. Brilliant bowling from Malinga. Tried short first ball, got dispatched. Went back to his good area. Slightly fuller in length, and inside edge rockets back onto the stumps. Wonderful sight for the Sri Lankan fast bowler. A big blow. Just trying to tuck him up. Farhan trying to hit it square on the offside. Off he goes. What a delivery. What a breakthrough for Sri Lanka. A dangerous Farhan. He's marching back to the change room. He's gone for 9. Pakistan 9 for 1.
Salman Ali Agha, Pakistan's captain, in at 3. Shahibzada Farhan's gone. Oh, lovely shot. He carves it through the offside. Off the mark with the boundary.
Tell you what, that's come out of nowhere. Walk to the crease. Just caresses one through cover. Easy as you like. What a dream start for a batter. Your first delivery, you just lean on it a little bit, open the face up a touch. 4 more.
You give the batter pace, it looks like it's easier to score runs. I was trying to give you the breakdown earlier, John. 5 overs of spin in the Sri Lankan innings went for 49. That's 9.8. 7 overs of pace went for 111. That's almost 16 runs an over. He picks it up. It's 6. It's a huge one. Not holding back is Salman Ali Agha.
Goodness me. No fuss in there, the great result. Pakistan fans are very cheerful after the start from the skipper. Walked in through the offside, this time pick up. And that's way back into the stands.
Look, I got to say, there's nothing wrong with those deliveries. These are just quality shots. Playing your percentages. Gave himself room off that first ball. The second one went inside it. Change in the field. That's a deep square leg. Deep mid-wicket. He'll probably try and angle it in at those pads. 3.4 overs the power play. Edge 4. That was intentional. He took the pace off.
Someone knows this power play needs to be where they make a dent in this total, and he's got to go. Every ball has to be a boundary in his mind, and that's a good delivery. Unfortunately, going past the stumps, going past the keeper as well. And the skipper's walked in. It's gone 4-6-4. What a start to his innings.
Looks like a skipper's day. Dasun Shanaka, 34 of 9. And he was able to get it away from the keeper. It was the slower ball and hence no pace for the ball to fly through. That'll be a wide. 19 of 5 deliveries this over. Shahibzada Farhan.
Just look at the dismissal, trying to carve it through the offside, and that was the only ball of any success in this over. I mean, 3 4s and a 6. Malinga has been expensive, but he's got the breakthrough, more importantly.
Last ball of the second over. He's chipped it. It's safe. Will it run away? It plugs in the outfield. A lot of work for Lianagate to do, and hence 3 runs. So 22 off the second. Pakistan 27 for 1. Shan Malinga got a wicket but went went for 22. Deekshana's going to bowl a second. It's been a vibrant innings from Salman Aliaga, 17 of 4. Sri Lanka cricket also continues to operate a highly vibrant and comprehensive program aimed at uplifting cricket from the grassroots. Beginning with school cricket and progressing through district, provincial and national levels. The program ensures that schools, clubs and district and provincial cricket institutions are fully supported. The Cricket Gamata program. Great initiative. Got to start them off young. Sri Lanka cricket doing their bit to uplift the game. This is really good. Very clever from Salman Aliaga. They just can't stop him.
Deekshana's just being a little bit predictable, quicker delivery, just shaping in to the right-handers. Offering up a free stroke, really. Square legs up, short fine legs up, so very poor delivery by his standards.
Up with the raid, Pakistan. Sri Lanka under pressure. That's what you need to do. Give the opposition something to think of. And when the crowd goes quiet, you know you're succeeding as an opposition or a visiting team. Gives himself room, won't go for 4. But the runs keep coming.
Someone is trying everything. He's moving around the crease. He's advancing. He's sweeping. He's playing all the shots here. He's going to offer up an opportunity here. And Sri Lanka have got to be sharp enough to take that catch or get that run out or something special, because you're going to need to dislodge him quite quickly here because he's looking so dangerous.
7 balls in the power play remain. After that, you have a bit more protection. No protection at the moment. Well, he's of no use. That's a substitute outside the boundary. 29 of 8 to Salman Aliaga.
Putting the premier bowler in the Sri Lankan team under some immense pressure. Deekshana. He's only got 2 fielders out the ring. He's equipped, but so is the skipper Salman. He's played a brilliant hand so far.
In this partnership, which is 30 of 9, Saim Ayub yet to face a ball. He's faced 1 ball in the innings so far. You think he's grumpy, or he's a happy chappy at the non-striker's end? Again, no change to the field. Even if there was, it's of no use. We're seeing some big, big sixes.
Wow, that's a huge stroke. He's marching on here. This partnership, 36 of 10. And the dugout, the Sri Lankan fielders, they're starting to look at each other. They're starting to have small little chats, because this is a big problem now.
And they come together. The keeper, the captain, the bowler. A clear indication of what do we do now. Another variation from Deekshana. He bowled it from way behind the crease, yet no difference from Aga. Power play, 3.4 overs, I keep reminding you. Sri Lanka made 47 for 2. Pakistan already up there.
Always going to be an important passage of play, this first 3.4, and they have to get boundaries. After, like you say, not long to go. At the end of this power play, fielders go back, far more boundary riders, so they need to make it count now. And Salman, certainly 35 of 9 deliveries.
Last ball of the over 18 so far. In the gap, make that 22. 49 for 1 after 3, Pakistan.
Well, Pakistan couldn't have asked for a better start of the first 3 overs. And look at who's doing it. It's the captain. He's leading from the front. 39 of 10 balls. And what a way for him to make a statement.
Yeah, here's a strong reply from the Pakistani captain for the naysayers. Some people were of the opinion that he's not suited for T20 format. But he's turning it on, isn't he? A blistering knock. Finding boundaries at his will. Pakistani captain.
Yeah, he's been very impressive and perfect. I think this is perfect for him. He's someone who likes to play his shots. And what he's done is, as soon as he came in, he's looked to take the Sri Lankan bowlers. And he succeeded. It's going to be Pathirana coming on. Oh, edge and 4. Well, this is what pace can do. Very, very useful. The 50's up.
Streaky, but effective, given the situation. Pakistan in pursuit of a big total. They're doing it nicely. Pressure straight away on the bowler with a faulty stroke.
Well, this is the game. Well, the bowler would wander. He's found the outside edge. He's deceived the batter. He's wrong-footed him with that shot, but still, the batter gets away and gets a boundary. Saim Ayub on strike. And this is not in control, but it is going to fall safe. It was onto him a little bit quickly. But at the moment, the Sri Lankan captain needs some control. He needs to bowl a few dots. He needs to get at least 1 or 2 economical overs.
Yeah, Saim Ayub was pointing to his captain that ball kept low. Actually, it didn't. Wasn't the right line for that stroke.
All right, we got the man on strike, 39 of 10. He's striking at 390. Oh, what a shot. He's turning it on. It's gone all the way. I think it's 6. The umpire will need confirmation. No, he doesn't. He's seen it. This is magnificent batting.
Yeah, pace can be batsman's friend too. Used the pace on that occasion quite nicely, Pakistani captain. Now shimmy towards the off stump created a bit of room for himself to help the ball on its way. This is good batting.
I think it's outstanding. It is outstanding. 51 partnership of just 14 balls. They are just turning it on here.
He looks so dialed in, Pakistani captain. Came out with a purpose, promoted himself up the order, and is doing it nicely. Oh, hit the ball straight to the fielder. That was the wicket Sri Lankan team was looking for. And they have removed the danger batsman, Salman Ali Agha, who was going great gun.
Good sharp catch, I'll tell you. Very good sharp catch. Because it was pace on and he moved inside the line. Used the pace. Very, very unfortunate that he found the fielder, but Sri Lanka won't be complaining. Just look at this.
Yeah, once you get Kabilia, it's hard to control yourself as a batter. He was going for everything, taking chances, but this time around, luck didn't favor him. And this is a big, big wicket. In the parlance of the game, Salman Ali Agha was scoring at his will. He's been removed for 45. It's 60 for 2.
The power play is done. It's a very good power play for Pakistan. 60 for 2. Usman Khan is the new batter. And straight away, he looks a wristy player. Just look at the way he uses his wrists. Just look at the way he whips it. It's pitched up.
He's highly rated. And that's why he's been given ample opportunities. Usman Khan. Yeah, Pakistan is already on 61 for 2. And Saim Ayub has only scored 5 runs. And he saw that as well. His captain departing, hitting the ball straight to the fielder. Sigh of relief there. Thanking heavens for that wicket.
I can tell you that they were unanimous, the entire crowd. They were all relieved because they were getting worried at the rate Salman Ali Agha was going. But let's see what Saim Ayub could do. Would you believe, into the 4th over, 61 for 2. He's just faced 3 deliveries. And a single, and Sri Lanka will take it. Some sanity on their part of the view. 13 runs, 62 for 2. Well, if you compare the required rate or requirement, 99 of 48. Now Pakistan is going at over 15 runs and over, and they need little over 12 runs. Right, now we see Vanithu Hasaranga. He loves to bowl, or he bowls generally immediately after the power plays. Let's see. Not in control, not in control. Taken in the deep. Ishan Malinga, the catcher. Wicket number 3. These are important wickets for Sri Lanka.
Once Hasaranga was introduced into the attack, you knew it's important passage of the play for either side. And straight away he has obliged the captain. Wasn't a great delivery, but lack of pace it did for him. Wasn't able to time the ball properly. Saim Ayub hit the ball straight to the fielder, and it's the 2nd time. His hold on to the catch came his way. 6 for Saim Ayub. It's 62 for 3.
Well, that strike rate of Mohammad Nawaz, 136. The average may not be much to write home about, but in this game, the strike rate matters. He's come in with a mission because Pakistan have lost their way a little bit. 3 wickets. That's a poor delivery. That is a really poor delivery. And Nawaz cashing in with a boundary.
Oh, he's sort of a batsman who doesn't need a bad delivery to score his runs, and then he gets such a delivery. What do you expect, Hasaranga? He's not going to miss out. He's off the mark in style. Mohammad Nawaz.
Sri Lanka needs Hasaranga to make sure that he bowls a good spell, because the bowlers before have gone for runs. Somebody needs to try and pull it back a little bit. Another look at that wicket of Saim Ayub.
Yeah, his intention was to hit the ball away from that fielder. That mid-on. But the ball came very late. And that's why he only could hit the ball straight to the fielder.
That's a precious dot. That is a precious dot. At this stage, Sri Lanka will want to build dots. Bring that rate down. At the moment now from 15.5. Oh, he drags it. He drags it. And taken in the dip. Hasaranga strikes again. Tatum Nissanka, the catcher. Is Pakistan losing the plot here?
A dot delivery in a shortened game brings a lot of pressure on the batsman. That's what we saw. He chanced his arms, wasn't able to hit the ball from the middle of the bat. But how about Hasaranga? He has come to the fore for his side and the captain. Second wicket for him in the over. He has changed the complexion of the game. Pakistan was cruising in a spot of bother now with this wicket of Usman, who goes for one, is 67 for 4.
Well, the debutant is on strike, a slip in. Oh, friendly full toss down the ground. Will this be cut off? It will be. And a bit of hesitancy. The throw wasn't all that great. They get a couple, but a good over from Hasaranga. 7 runs and 2 wickets. 69 for 4. Well, if you look at that card, you take Salman Ali Agha away from it. That's a disappointment. Because Farhan, we spoke a lot out for 9. Saima Ayub, I thought, didn't get too much of the strike. Usman, Amir Sohail summed him up. The dot ball. Then he looked for that slog sweep, get out of jail shot. So it's been all Salman Ali Agha. But let's see what this man could do. Nawaz is in with a massive reputation as an all-rounder, and Dhananjay De Silva coming on.
Oh! He's a clever operator, Dhananjay. Oh, chance! Chance of a run out. Direct hit. Is he going to refer? Nope. He thought the batsman was well home. Yeah, talking about Nawaz, he has won many games for Pakistan of late. And it's going to be a very good contest between Dhananjay and him. Because, like I said before, he's a clever operator. He knows how to take the pace of the ball. Bowls it really slow, and then that arm delivery he bowls.
Hits it with a lot of power. But at this time, Sri Lanka wouldn't mind singles. Because Pakistan's required rate is almost 13.5. It's dropped from 15 plus to little over 13. That's the one you spoke about, the arm ball that came in with the arm. Dhananjay is someone who fires the ball, and he's a clever kind of operator. Well bowled, well bowled. Very, very well bowled. Let me tell you that this is gold dust.
Yeah, that's what transpired. Dhananjaya bowled his first delivery of the over. Clearly, batsman was well home. This is clever. Very clever. A couple of times he was able to deceive the left-hander Nawaz, and this time around he knew a big shot is coming, bowled it really close to the bat.
Another look at that last wicket, one into Hasaranga. This was Usman, dragged it from wide of the off stump, and the key was Hasaranga bowled it slow. So he needed a little bit of power. And this is thumped, and thumped hard. And will be cut off in the deep. But Dhananjaya De Silva, there have been a lot of questions about him playing in this T20 side, but he is there, yes. First is batting, but this is a very useful role he plays as a bowler. You come in and bowl a few cheap overs, like what he's done here, just 5 runs. If he can finish off well, it's a brilliant over.
His selection makes a lot of sense, without any doubt.
So just a single of that last delivery. He's just conceded 6 runs, and Pakistan at the end of 6 are 75 for 4. What a rapid game this is. 160 by Sri Lanka, Pakistan 75 for 4, but the last 2 overs have got them only 13 runs. That's put some level of brakes onto the scoring rate. Now with the speed spread out, boundaries aren't coming that freely, but that's a good placement by Khwaja Nafi, right between those 2 boundary riders.
I'm going to break the shackles here. It's his first boundary. Half balls he's been in there. They need to get on with it here. 14 to the over required. It's not easy, there's no doubt about it. You've got a quality spinner. Hasaranga working his magic. He's bowled really well. 2 wickets already in his opening over. Sri Lanka want him to finish it here.
Once again, same zone, same area, but not the same result. Better work done by the boundary rider. But Nafi comes back for 2. Now they will have to pick on bowlers. In fact, from here on, it's just a 12 overs a side game. They'll have to really press that accelerator.
He's only looking leg side here at the moment. I don't blame him. He's got to get that bottom hand involved.
Yeah, this time just making room, trying to open up that offside. He wanted to play over that extra cover fielder.
Well, Hasaranga has at least not tried to dart every ball in. He's tried to mix up the pace a little bit, and that's what he did the last delivery. A lot slower. And totally defeating the batter. The pitch just stuck in the wicket a little bit more, so good bravery from him as well.
Since Salman Agha's dismissal, the required rate for the first time has gone above the current rate. They were flying at 15.5 and overs when he was batting. Now it's 12.3. That's taken an outside edge. Will be oh, that's very well done. They're throwing themselves around, appealing for runouts by field that Nafi has made it. Bit of a confusion there also regarding that second run.
But tight in the end. About some of the batters, the only one who's really stood out so far, Salman, 45 of 12. Another look here, he could be caught short, but I thought for a second he might be getting a rude surprise there, but he's safely home.
Yeah, I think the throw was pretty wide of the stumps if you look down the line. Very full on that occasion. Very full. Meant to be hit. And he opened up that offside zone. 88 for 4 after 7 with that boundary. It's not a game for the bowlers, is it? He's glad that he's on the sidelines. You look at that, if you add up quickly, 160 plus 88, how much is that? Very straight on that occasion, very straight, and it's been cut off well. 244, make that 245 runs scored today. Yeah, definitely not a day for the bowlers.
Saying that, though, you could be a real hero in this game now if Sri Lanka just get one great over from one of their bowlers from here on in. Put the game to bed. There's been some good fielding, though. You've got to say Sri Lanka's ground fielding's been excellent. They've thrown themselves around and pulled off some wonderful stops so far.
Yeah, again very full, again very straight. Just not being able to get underneath enough to elevate that for a maximum.
Jai had a good first over. They've decided to give him another one, and it doesn't always work out so well. It's a fielding side. Get a bit of a measure for him. Nawaz last over. Good shot over extra cover. Starting to find his range. Can he find his range once again? He needs to. It's 15 and over now required.
Yeah, again an under edge. Just a single, punching the bat. Realizing it's getting tougher now for Pakistan, and for tough situations you've got something that will be very much of a hope for everyone. Rebuilding Sri Lanka, and this is a fund that has been created under the Presidential Secretariat, so you can donate now if you go to donate.gov.lk and you put in your share in helping rebuilding Sri Lanka. Low full toss, but won't go to the boundary. He'll just get one run. Now it's getting tighter. 68 of 26 balls. You take that in a shorter format of the game, where you'll need someone to really go berserk.
Been a bit more desperate in the field for me compared to the Pakistan fielding efforts in the first innings. A change of field. They need a boundary here. It's been a great run from Dhananjaya so far.
Oh, he's got hold of that. You can tell he's got hold of that. Has gone the distance. They needed that. And Nawaz gets a maximum going, taking Pakistan to one short of 100.
Deathly silence as that hit the middle of the bat. The ball goes sailing into the crowd, and deathly silence. What a shot. Right in the slot for him, and that is 6 all day long. Starting to find the boundary now. Nawaz, 19 of 10 from him. Can they go for another one here? Finish it off strongly, this over. It's been quiet up until that stroke.
Every time the ball goes out into the crowd or away from that boundary, really a lot of water back there. Takes some time to dry the ball. Umpire checks it, and here we go, last ball of the over. Slow one, and he launches it once again into the night sky. That's gone for another maximum, so finishing the over off pretty well for Pakistan. 17 coming off it. 100 comes up for Pakistan as well. 105 for 4. 2 sixes to finish that over off. And that makes the equation a little more favorable for the side chasing. 56 of 24. With Nawaz around and Khwaja and then Shadab to come, you'll still keep your hopes. Not much that the bowlers can do as the ball gets heavier. Have a look at that for that last ball. How many times you say that finish the over well. It's bowled so well for this first 4 deliveries. Just singles into and right into the slot. The last 2. Patirana back into the attack. He's changed ends. 1 for 13 to his name now. His base, let's see if it works in his favor. He'll be running for single with his heart in his mouth.
Good delivery, good start, full straight. Was tailing in. Had to get going here because this throw was had 1 stump to aim at from side on. It would have been well short. Didn't even bother diving at a couple of feet wide of the mark. But now the danger man, Nawaz, he's on strike.
55 of 23. His pace on that, and now right into the base of the stumps. Just a single. Good fielding there, covering a good amount of ground, running towards his left.
We haven't seen anyone really execute the Yorkers well today, particularly in the first innings. Pakistan were pretty poor at that, you've got to say. The skipper was putting them around the park, but that is very difficult to get underneath. Full, quick, keeping it down to a single. Superb at this moment in the game.
Who's picked that up? Have a look at that for a finish from the young man, Khwaja. He makes it look so easy. Loves space. He showed his skill here.
One of the biggest sixes we've seen all day. Fuller delivery, we'd say, works a little bit better than this. Trying to go short, trying to go at him. That is smashed. Pick the bones out of that one.
Can you imagine if you can hit the ball that way in front of square? Means you are really looking to score runs and you're eyeing it very properly. Patirana is not is quick. That last delivery hit for 6 with 146.3. That's a good ball. It's a very good ball there. Once again, talking about beautiful locations in Sri Lanka, you can't miss those beaches. If you've ever been around here in Sri Lanka, you've got to come and visit the beaches here in Galle, and of course in Colombo. And every city has its own soul. Not much, but there is some Pakistan support. And this time it's Nawaz, flat. How good was that? How good was that? They might have a second look, but that is brilliant. Dhananjay De Silva there. Wow, how did he manage to slap it back into the game?
That was ridiculous. Athleticism. Everyone was heart in mouth. Is he going for 6? Is he going to be caught? Backpedaling. Everyone watching. One hand, he got it and he knocked it back. That is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it just shows the level of commitment there. 100 out of 100 for that effort. And when especially the bowlers are going for runs, you need that kind of support from your fielders. He's surely, for sure, taking those 6 away. Just a single there. Now we're again talking about finishing the over well. He's given 10 only. Last ball. Driven hard to the fielder again. Shy of the stumps. Pakistan 116 for 4.
Well, these two have forged a very good partnership, especially with the fact Pakistan lost 3 quick wickets. They needed a partnership, and they have provided it. And keeping the opposition honest. These two batters out there in the middle.
Hasaranga, one of the bowlers to bowl 3 for Sri Lanka. Change of ends for him. Mid off. Underneath. Accepts it. Waja nothing. His brilliant innings on debut comes to an end.
Experience of Hasaranga to bowl in this format. He realized that Nafe stays on the leg stump, creates that room to score his runs, pushed it away from off stump. Hence, there was no timing. Easy catch. And the dangerous man has been removed. Khaja Nafi, on his debut, scored 26 from 15. Pakistan 116 for 5.
3 wickets for Wanindu Hasaranga. Shadab Khan, useful at this stage. Pulls it wide of him.
That's clever. Yes, there is a bit of grip for the wrist spinner. He's not bowling wicket to wicket. In fact, he's asking the batters to reach for it again. But this time around, didn't get away with it.
Now looking at what Dhananjay De Silva did in the previous over, this is easy peasy. Saved his team 5 runs with that effort on the boundary line. Has to bowl it closer. Shut up! He's hit it over long on.
There is one batter, Shadab, who plays the situation very well, a competent batsman. And what a strike that was. From the middle of the bat and against Hasaranga. No pace offered by the bowler, but he created his own pace. Flat batted it.
He had to bowl it straight after the wide, the previous ball. Straight again, another fielder underneath it. It's another wicket. 4 for Hasaranga. This is my home, my ground, says Hasaranga.
And he's owning the territory, Hasaranga. It was absolutely brilliant in his first over, picked up 2, and once again in an over was able to remove 2 batters. And the pendulum has moved. Scale tipped in favor of Sri Lanka after that wicket. And yes, you're a champion bowler, no doubt about it. A short stay came to an end. Shadab goes for 6, 123 for 6.
By Ashraf. The two left-handers out in the middle. That's in the gap. It skids away for 4. Waited on it nicely.
He certainly can pack a punch, Fahim Ashraf. A very able batsman, especially in the death of the innings. He's got the ability to find boundaries at his will. Starts off very well with the boundary.
34 off 13. The players will be backing themselves to get those. That's another 4. It'll skid away. So 15 off that. 10 bowled. 131 for 6. Surely, 30 off 12. Pakistan will believe. Hasaranga picking up 2 wickets in that over. Just brought the game back, but a couple of blows. Now Pakistan back in it. This is a massive over coming up. Sri Lanka got a great option to execute, and that's Matisha Pathirana. They need one more in the circle, Sri Lanka. Yep, they've decided to bring third man up.
Yeah, you're right, Russell. Penultimate over has significance, no doubt about it. And given the situation, which is tense for both the sides, he has to come good. Pathirana for Sri Lanka. And these two left-handers, they need to find a couple of boundaries.
Oops. Not happy, the captain. I think he's taken a blow to one of those fingers. Heavily padded as well. Good start from Pathirana.
Got himself into a very good position to be able to find that boundary. Yeah, he has to do it frequently if the Pakistanis are to get over the line.
The captain's off. Dasun Shanaka leaving the field. Took a blow straight away, looked quite uncomfortable. Kusal Mendis leading the team in his absence. There we go, that thumb taking a blow. Pathirana the key for Sri Lanka.
Bringing the mid-off up. And now Pathirana needs to duck the batsman up. Left-handers like to hit the ball through that area, extra cover and between mid-off. If he bowls just outside the off stump, he's going to be penalized.
Go straight. Finds the fielder again. 2 singles. 28 off 10. It's getting closer and closer. Everyone on their feet. Not as loud as they are usually. They are tense, the crowd. They know the game. They know it's on a knife's edge.
Yeah, turning out to be a humdinger of a contest, this one. Everybody on the edge of their seats. It's tense.
Sri Lanka haven't been beaten Pakistan in a home series at all in T20 cricket. They won't do it here either. The best result for them is a drawn series, a shared series. Ball! Pathirana does the job. That's the slower one. He's such a good option. Such an asset in the death overs.
Keeping his cool. Ball into his field. Not offering any room to the left-handers. Bowling wicket to wicket. And he has gained. So has his side. Rolled his finger over the seam, took the pace off. Not a lot of room for Nawaz to free his arms. Missed it completely. Bullseye. He's jubilant. But a good hand from Nawaz once again. 28 from 15, 133 for 7.
He's dealt a massive blow, Matisha Pathirana. Here's Mohammad Wasim. Seeing the back of Mohammad Nawaz is such a relief, but this man can swing as well. Brilliantly bowled. Matisha Pathirana is producing a gem of an over.
That was a brave delivery. He has shot third man, backward point, and a deep point. Pitched it way outside the off stump. How about this delivery? Clever.
Head to head, Sri Lanka versus Pakistan in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka have won only 2. Pakistan have won 5. Now there's massive importance in this game. That would be called a wide. Oh, it's hit him. And that's why Fahim Ashraf sends him back. I say massive importance because this is leading up into the T20 World Cup. Some belief for Sri Lanka, some joy. Wins have been hard to come by, and it's unbelievable what a win can do for you. Suddenly you see 50-60% of your problems disappear. There'll be belief because these two teams probably will come up against each other. That belief that you can beat the opposition. Job not done yet. 8 balls remaining, 27 required. He's gone towards his off stump. Mohammad Wasim hits it down the ground. He's made good connection. It's 6. What a blow.
Great improvisation. Realize what the bowler is looking to do. Set himself nicely to talk the ball over the head of the umpire for a 6. They haven't given up. Pakistan is.
Look how deep in the crease he is. He went across so he can get closer to Pathirana's delivery. It's not over yet. It's just not over. Probably Ishan Malinga will be called to bowl the last one. He went for 22 in the over that he bowled. 21 needed. This is the delivery, Amir.
Another good strike. And really tilt the balance of this game. They'll certainly tip the scale once again.
Oh yes, 15, 17. Malinga will be under pressure. Third man, fine leg in the circle, mid-offs in the circle. Pathirana bowls it nicely. Keeps it to 1, so 20 needed off the last over. 10 off the Pathiran over. It's a good one for Sri Lanka. 141 for 7. Pakistan won the first one easily. Second T20 international washed off, and we had to wait a long while for this. And it's been a wonderful game. We're down to the last over. 20 required, and the way this game has gone, who knows? Who knows where this is going to end?
It's not impossible. Contemporary cricket, 20 runs are achievable. We have seen it happening so many times.
It's 14 years ago is when Sri Lanka won a T20 international against Pakistan here in Sri Lanka. Oh, dot ball, not quite. Oh, it got him. Mendes has thrown the stumps down. Hemanta Boteju, the umpire, wants to go upstairs, but I'll tell you what, I can give it out from here. We're behind the keeper. A vital blow.
Sri Lanka keeping the wits about it. Every individual is allowed out there in the middle. And stand-in captain for the moment, Kusal Mendes, was alert, pounced on the opportunity, found the target.
Satisfied, I have made the decision to the giant screen.
Is nowhere close to the crease. Fahim Ashraf, easy decision for the third umpire.
There we go. That's another hitter walking back for Pakistan. Ashraf gone for 9. 141 for 8. Started off with a slower ball. Not only is it a dot, it's been a wicket. Naseem Shah's on strike. Long on. Well, he'll wait for the bounce. Just a single. 19 or 4.
3 sixes required. And that's how Fahim Ashraf was dismissed. He was ready for that slow delivery. Kusal Mendes took a step and bullseye.
It's not easy. Not easy when you're throwing the ball with the gloves on. Swing and a miss. Oh, he's called it wide. He'll have to re-bowl that one. He's outside that off stump. Should that line have moved across? Amir?
What do you want me to say?
You answered my question. Another slower one. Another dot.
This is brilliant. Given the situation, not showing signs of nerves. Malinga bowling intelligently.
Malinga standing outside the boundary line, Amir. Nah, it's Eshan Malinga. It's been a good last over so far. 3 sixes then. That's what Pakistan need. Oh, that's a wide. That's a wide.
Yeah, even though he has bowled a couple of wides, but he's persisting with that line. Even though Wasim has moved towards, or should I say outside the off stump, but still, those slow deliveries, he hasn't got the answer. It's good stuff from Malinga.
Here we go. Another wide. Another wide. It's just one dot that Sri Lanka need. One good delivery here and they have a win for themselves. 4th October 2012 is the last time Sri Lanka beat Pakistan in a T20 international in Sri Lanka. That really is a strange one. They all know it. Just stay calm. One delivery, one delivery. That's all you need. Swing and a miss, that delivery's come. 16 off 2, so as long as you bowl legal deliveries, Sri Lanka have got their result that they needed. They worked really hard, they waited a long time.
Yeah, it's a strong comeback from Sri Lanka, no doubt about it. They were completely out of sorts in the previous outing. They gathered their thoughts, came out well prepared. Batters were good, and the bowlers responded under pressure.
Well, job done, job done. One more delivery remaining, that last over. Pakistan have got just the one single. They've been 3 wides. But I'll tell you that over from Matisha Patirana really was brilliant. It's always that penultimate over which gives the last over, or whoever who bowls the last over, that cushion. Another wide. Well, the batsman did go a long way across. Well, more relief on the Sri Lankans' faces, isn't it?
Yeah, suddenly Saraj Surya started to look radiant, glow in his face. Yeah, win's been elusive for Sri Lanka, but this win will give them a lot of confidence, especially with the fact that the batters were able to do a decent job.
Bowl it straight, says Kusal Mendis. It's just the one delivery. Doesn't matter if he hits you for 6. Bowl it straight. And that he does. He'll get a wicket. Surely. Nothing from the umpire. They'll take the review. But more importantly, Sri Lanka take the win. The series ends 1-1. They've asked for the review, but it doesn't matter. Sri Lanka victorious. The crowd, well, they want the decision before they celebrate.
I have checked the field. Fair delivery. Start with the front on, please. Can I have the ultra to check whether any batting noise there, please? Keep it rolling through, please. Yes, satisfied. No bat involved. Ball tracker when ready, please. Waiting for ball tracker. Ball tracker is coming. Pitching in line. Impact umpire's call. Wickets missing. Go back to on-field umpire Kottachi, please. Kotta, you can stay with the not out decision. You
Good
can-
decision from umpire
Thank you.
Kotachi, but Kusal Mendes should have known better. He spoiled the moment. He spoiled the moment that the crowd were waiting for to celebrate a Sri Lankan win. Dasun Shanaka, what a knock he played, gave Sri Lanka that score. 34 of 9 he made. Walked off after taking a thumb to that finger. They were under pressure with Pakistan, chasing it down, and they were always in the hunt. Going down to the wire, Sri Lanka holding their nerve. Confidence, it follows a win, follows a good performance like this because it was a team performance. Everyone contributing with the bat. 4 wickets to Hasaranga. Good to have Matisha Pathirana back and bowling like that as well.
Yeah, we've spoken about batting and bowling, but how about Sri Lankan fielding? They were absolutely brilliant in the field.
Now that you go back to that fielding, the 5 runs, Dhananjay De Silva